So we can't hear you, sir.
Now can you hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir. अब आ रही सर आवाज.
It's clear.
Okay. So the system is given based on the by seeing the figure only we have to confirm that this is the problem given under eccentric loading, riveted joints under eccentric loading. So here the application load is given 45 megapascal, eccentricity 500 mm, and the distances of rivetings are given, and all rivets are placed in a symmetrical. If you see about y axis, both side same number of rivets and same size of rivets and same distance will appear. If you see about x axis, same manner. It means it is totally symmetrical. So that's the reason the center of gravity for the system is going to lies at the center. It means one, two, three, third rivet, fourth rivet, fifth rivet, sixth, seven, eight, nine. So total n number of rivets are here, nine. So the center of gravity will going to lie at the fifth rivet. So that is the first one. Okay. First point is over. Now what is the second point? In second point, we need to calculate the primary shear load on the each rivet. Primary shear load on the each rivet. So how much the total load is given? 45 into 10 to the power of 3 by number of rivets. So how many number of rivets given in the question? Total 9 rivets. Now what is the answer? 45 into 10 cube by 9. Tell me that. Make it fast. Don't take too much time. How much, Babu? How much PS? Are just dividing? I'm asking answer. You are taking too much time. I think no one listening in the class. 5,000. Primary load on the each rivet is 5,000 Newton. Okay. So this primary shear load is acting vertically downwards on each rivet in this manner as shown in on the screen on each rivet. How much each one? 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. PS primary shear load, primary shear load, primary shear load. Okay. Now what is the third point? Secondary shear force we need to calculate. To calculate the secondary shear force, this secondary shear force is generating due to this reason the eccentric load, the eccentric load we are applying on the system 45 into 500, 45 into 10 cube into 500. So this will going to make it turning, generate the turning on each rivet. Okay, so the reason total turning moment on system is equal F1 by L1 L1 square plus L2 square plus dash 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 L9 square. So with this equation, we are going to calculate the secondary shear force in terms of newtons. So the cause of secondary shear force is due to the turning effect is producing on the system due to this eccentric load. So total turning movement effect here is means what here? Summation of all turning movement if we calculate, that is equal to the turning movement created by this load. Okay. So by doing this one, we can calculate the secondary shear force on the rivet is going to calculate it. Okay. So what is L1 here? L1 is the distance from the center of the rivet. L1 is the distance from the center of the rivet to the center of gravity of the total whole system. That is L1. L2 meaning is it is the center distance from the rivet to the whole center of gravity. That is L2. This one is L3. This one is L4. So center of gravity is lying at the fifth rivet. So the reason there is no L5. This is the L6, L7, L8, L9. Okay. So what is L1 here? What is L1 here? This is the value L1. So here, suppose if we draw one right angle triangle, separately I'm drawing here. This is the first rivet. This is the fifth rivet, nothing but center of gravity. And this is the second rivet. This one I'm drawing separately here. Okay. So what is the distance here to here? That is given in the question as 100. Now what is the distance here to here? That is also given in question 120. Now what is L1? So L1 equal square root of 100 square plus 120 square. Now what is the L1 value? Make it fast, Babu. If you tell the answer, then only answer will continue. Otherwise, I will stop here. What is L1? What is L1, Babu? Is it appearing my screen to all? Hello? I am audible to you? Nobody responding. Roll number 22.
Sir, audible, but your screen is not appearing. That
Screen is not appearing.
means that problem. Some screen is not appearing.
I will show. I will show. Wait. I am asking to calculate the values. Tell the answers whatever I am giving on the screen. Just I am checking whether you are there or not, students. What is L1? What is the value of L1? Make it fast.
156.20.
156.27. Now see here, the position of the rivets if we see, the first rivet, third rivet, sixth rivet, sorry, ninth rivet, seventh rivets are our same position. It means if we calculate L1, so we will get the value of L3, we will get the value of L9, we will get the value of L7. It means we can say that L1, L3, L7, Ln all are same values. Okay. Now what is the value of L2? What is the value of L2? It is the distance from here to here that already given in the question as of 120. What is the value of L8? L8 is also 120 because L8 means from here to here the distance. How much the distance? This is the distance 120. Okay, all are we calculated. Now L5 value is 0 because there is no distance from the fifth orbit to center of gravity. So that's the reason L5 is a 0. Substitute the value of L values here and tell me the F1 value. Tell me the F1 value. Make it fast, Bob. How much L1 value? Do it fast, Babu. Don't take too much time. For every answer, you are taking so much time, Babu. The completion of syllabus is also depends on your answers. If you tell the answer fast, it will complete very soon. Otherwise, the syllabus also not completed. I'm waiting for your answers. How much, Babu? F1. P value is 45 into 10 to the power of 3. E value 500. L1, L3, L7, N9, L2, L8, L5 all are given here. Just substitute the answers in the equation. Get me the answer F1. Roll number 12. Are you there? He is not there. 16. Roll number. He is also not
Yes.
there. How
Doing
much? Make it fast. Roll number 70 is there. Okay. 79. Roll number 79. is not there. Rule number 19 is busy with call. Rule number 10, 310. Amir. Rule number 310 is also not there.
Yes, sir.
Is-
Yes, sir.
what is the answer, Babu? Are you doing or simply sitting?
Sir, trying.
Tell me the answers.
Sir, yes, sir. I'm doing, sir.
Sharik Babu, how much answer? How much F1?
Sir, 24007.17.
Wait. 240. Tell me again.
Zero
240.
24007
7
point.
point point
एक सेकेंड सर वैल्यू चेंज हो गई हाँ 0.17
2407.17.
हाँ
Okay, very good. Now, after calculating F, this is the secondary shear force. The direction of secondary shear force is going to lie in this manner. I am drawing here. Because here the eccentricity applied load in eccentricity manner in a clockwise direction. So whatever the all turning effects are generated here in a clockwise direction only. Now the secondary shear forces generating on the rivets all are perpendicular to the line joining from the center of gravity to the center of the rivet. F2 90 degrees, F3 90 degrees, F6 90 degrees, F9 90 degrees, F8 90 degrees, F7 it is 90 degrees, F4 90 degrees. Okay. Now just now we calculated F1. Now in same manner F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9. These secondary shear forces on each rivet we have to calculate. Now the relation for the F2, the relation I am writing F1 into L2 by L1, because the secondary shear forces are proportional to the center distance from the rivet to the center of gravity of the system. So that's the reason the equation will come like this. Now F3 means the equation I'm writing F1 into L3 by L1. F4 means the equation F1 into L4 by L1. F5 means F1 into L5 by L1. F6 means F1 into L6 by L1. F7 means F1 into L7 by L1. F8 means F1 into L8 by L1. F9 means F1 into L9 by L1. Now tell me one by one, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 dash dash up to F9. What is F2? If we calculate the F2 value, that is equal to same F8. And F3 is same as F1, F7, F9. How much the value? Just now we calculated 2407.17 newtons. Okay. F4 we calculated, sorry, F1, F7, F9. No, sorry. So F1 we calculated F1, F3, F7, F9. So F7, F9 already calculated. Now, if we calculate F2, we will get the F8 value. We'll get the F8. Now, if we calculate F4 value, we'll get the F6 value. So first tell me the F2 value. Tell me the F2 value. How much F2? Tell me F2 value.
1849.4.
1849.4. That means F8 also 1849.4 newtons. Now tell me F4 value. F4 2407.17. L4 how much we got? L400. How much F4?
1541.08.
1541.08 newtons. 1541.08. Okay, we got the all secondary shear forces on each repeat. Now the third step is resultant shear force we need to calculate. So the resultant shear force I'm drawing, see here, the resultant force, this is the primary shear force on the first rivet. This is the secondary shear force on the first rivet. Now resultant force is going to lie here as per parallelogram theorem. Now this is also will going to lie here as per parallelogram theorem. So R1, R2, this is R3, and the resultant stress for the sixth rivet is along the two forces, because two forces are collinear and passing in the same direction, that is R6. Here the resultant force is R9, R8, R7, and for this the resultant stress will going to lie in which direction here, where the maximum magnitude is going to generate, in that direction the resultant stress is load is going to lie, R4. Okay, so in the third point we have to calculate the resultant shear forces. So R1 dash 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 to R9 actual. But if we see the diagram, the load is initially distributed on the first column of rivet maximum. The distribution of the load is maximum on the first column of the rivet, and the rest of the column is going to subjected, but not more than the first column. It means if we calculate the first column of rivet, R1, what is that, R3, R4, R9, if we calculate these three, so easily we can calculate the our required answer. No need to calculate these are all things. Okay, so I'm calculating the R3, R4, R9. R3, resultant shear force on rivet, third rivet. How much this one? I'm writing the equation as per parallelogram theorem. PS square plus F3 square plus 2PS F3 cos theta 3. Now R4, not R4. 1, 2, 3, 6, R6, R6 square root of PS square plus F6 square plus 2PS F6 cos theta 6. Now R9 PS square plus F9 square plus 2PS F9 cos theta 9. Now what is theta 3 cos theta 3? So this already we drawn in the previous case figure. So theta 3 is, now if you draw this one as a rectangle triangle, here it is indicated theta 3. It is the same manner as the first one. So separately I'm drawing. This is the third rivet, this is the fifth rivet, and this is the second rivet. Now this is the theta 3. So cos theta 3 I am calculating. The distance is 100. This distance is 200. Oh, sorry, 120. Now theta 3 cos theta 3 how much? 100 by L3. L3 how much we got? 156.2. 156.2. Now how much this one cos theta 3? 100 by 156.2. 100 by 156.2. This is the cos theta 3. Now F3 just now we calculated here. This is the F3. Now PS how much? The PS value at the beginning we calculated 5000 newtons. So I am writing here R3 square root of 5000 square plus 2407.17 square plus 2 into 5000 into 2407.17 into cos theta 3, that is 100 by 156.2. Now tell me the what is R3 value. Do it first. How much R3 value? So once if you calculate the R3 value, the R3 also equal to the R9, because if you see the diagram, see here the position of the R3, R1, R7, R9 all are equal and same distance they are light. So see here L1, L3, L7, L9. It means if we calculate the L3, L9 are equal. In same manner, if you calculate the R3, the R9 are also same. Do it fast, Babu. R3 how much?
Sir, 2754.
2000, sorry. (754 newtons). That is R3. R3 equal to R9. Now only R6 we have to calculate. So R6 how much? 5000 square plus F. What is F6 value? Base F6. Here F6. 154 1 15418 1541.08 square plus 2 into 5000 into 1541.08 into cos theta 6. Cos theta 6 how much? Here there is no angle here for cos theta 6, because L value here lies here and center of gravity is passing through the 6 value, sixth line. So that reason there is no theta value. It means cos theta right as a 0. So now tell me the R6 value. How much R6?
Sir, 6,554.
6,550.
41, sorry, 41, sir.
6,454.
No, 541.
Just repeat again.
6,541.
6,541 newtons. Okay. So what I said, R3, R6, R9. If we calculate these three value, enough for our design consideration. So among these three values, which one is the maximum? That value we need to consider for the design. So which one is a maximum value here? R3, R9 as the same value we calculated as a 2,754. Now R6 value is 6,541. So the R6 value is the maximum value. So consider the R6 value for the design. Resultant shear load on Revit maximum value I am selecting equal to shear stress into area on the Revit. It means shear force stress equal shear load on the Revit equal shear failure of the Revit hole. So what is the Revit here? Revit hole, because the Revit hole is having the circular diameter, circular hole. So the reason I am taking pi by 4 into d square. So write the pi by 4 into d square. So R6 equal sigma s into pi by 4 into d square. So R6 value, how much we got? 6,541 equal sigma s value is given in the question as 40 megapascal. into pi by 4 into d square. Now tell me the d value. Tell me the d value. D is nothing but whole diameter. Do it fast, Babu.
14.4 mm, sir.
14.4 mm. So based on the rivet hole diameter, we have to see we need to calculate the size of the rivet, because question is asking what is the size of the rivet. Question is asking determine the size of the rivet, not rivet hole. So based on the rivet hole, we are going to select the rivet diameter. So 14, for the respective 14 value, the rivet diameter is 12 mm. This 12 mm we got from the table. From table, like this, you need to write the comment. Okay, Babu? So regarding this problem, any doubts you have, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll move to next problem. So see here, this is another type of question. The question is given, find the value of P. How much the P is applying here. As shown in figure, the working shear stress for the figure 100 megapascal is given. 4 rivets are given here. First rivet, second rivet, third rivet, and fourth rivet. Okay, the 4 rivets all are equal, and each rivet having the 20 mm diameter. In previous case, force value is given and asking to calculate the diameter of the rivet. In this case, diameter value of the given, now is asking to calculate the force. Only that is the difference. So the remaining procedure is same. Only thing is here, while calculating, we don't know the value of force. Here the question is given 20 mm. Only the difference. It means substitute the value of 20 here and get the value of force here. So here, what is the first point here? Such kind of problems. By seeing the figure only, you need to confirm that the given problem belongs to the design of rivet under eccentric loading. Okay. Now, what is the first point? Calculating the center of gravity. So, calculating center of gravity for this riveting, where is the center of gravity? Total length, total hole length, how much? 200, 200, total 600. So, the center of gravity will going to lie somewhere here. From here to 200, from here to here 100, from here to here 100, and total 200. Okay, giving the names: first rivet, second rivet, third rivet, and fourth rivet. Now, what is the second point? The second point is calculating the primary shear load on each rivet. Primary shear load on each rivet. So how much primary shear load? That is P is equal P by N. So P by N, how much? P we don't know, that is asking in question. Find the value of P, and number of rivets are 4 rivets are given. That is the primary shear load on each rivet. Now the second thing is secondary shear force we need to calculate on each rivet, because we have 4 rivets. So 4 shear secondary shear forces are there as a F1, F2, F3, F4. How much that is? The secondary shear forces are all, wait. The primary shear load is always acting downward direction. Yes. 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 The direction of the secondary shear force I'm showing now. I'm showing now. See here, the secondary shear force are always acting perpendicular to the line joining of the rivets to the centroid. So the see here, the fourth rivet is connecting to the center of gravity here. This is a L4. This is the L3. This is the L2, and this is the L1. So here the load is applying here anti-clockwise direction because center of gravity lies here and the application of load is here. So that's the reason. The first one, F4 is going to generate in opposite direction, means this is the line joining center perpendicular to the line joining center. F3 also perpendicular to the line joining center. F1 is perpendicular to the line joining center. F2 is perpendicular to the line joining center. But see the difference, why I have drawn the F4, F5 above and F1, F2 below, because the applied load is in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, ma. So now how much F1, F2, F3, F4, how much we don't know. So to calculate F1, F2, F3, F4, generally this total entire system is going to subjected to secondary shear force due to the eccentric loading P into E, that is equal to some product of P into E is equal to F1 by L1 into L1 square plus L2 square plus L3 square plus L4 square. So it means we are adding the total all turning effect and making to the whole turning effect. So P value we don't know, keep as it is. E value how much? E is the applied load distance from the, this is the applied load axis. This is central axis. So the distance between these two is the E. How much? 100. F1 by L1 how much? L1 is the distance from the rivet center, first rivet center to the center of gravity. That is L1. It means 200 plus 100, total 300. L1 I'm writing, total 300. L2 how much? From the second rivet center to the center of gravity. That is 100. What is L3? It is a distance from the third rivet center to the center of gravity. That is 100. L4 300. Okay. So L4 means from this fourth rivet center to the center of gravity. So substitute the all values here. L1 has a 300. 300 square plus, so the two 300s are there, I'm writing 2 into 300 square. Two 100s are there, I'm writing 2 into 100 square. Now tell me the F1 value in terms of Newton. F1 in terms of P, the units is Newton. F1 value we will get in terms of P. Do it fast, Babu. How much F1, Babu? Again, you are taking too much time. I don't know why you are doing this.
0.15 P.
Very good. 0.15 P. In the same manner, tell me the F2, F3, and F4. F2 equation is F1 into L1 by L2 by L1. F3 means F1 into L3 by L1. F4 means F1 into L4 by L1. Tell me the F2, 3, 4 in terms of P. This type of problem we can expect for the long answer question, and these problems are very important one. Do it fast. What is F2, F3, F4? To calculate these three values, okay, afternoon again 1:15 to 2:15 I'm taking classes. I'm taking the class. Okay, do it and tell me the answers in afternoon class.
So what is the question for internal